Welcome aboard to Ironside Sheets. Today we're going to be talking about Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. There's a stigma that sequels are usually inferior. As for this one, I'd say it's about the same quality. While that doesn't sound like a whole lot, it is considering that the previous book in this series is The Hunger Games. Suzanne Collins knows what she's doing when she puts her ideas out into the real world. Many may say, isn't that the point when you're a writer or an author? And my response is, some people have inflated egos and greatly overestimate their writing skill. Collins doesn't overestimate her skill. She either underestimates it or knows how good it is and makes sure to prove it whenever she puts words to paper. Why is Catching Fire as good as The Hunger Games? Let's get into it. Minor spoilers ahead, you have been warned. Catching Fire picks up not long after The Hunger Games ends. Katniss and Peeta are victors now, so they are free from ever getting pulled back into the games. However, because Katniss has no emotional intelligence, she has pissed off Peeta yet again, and they hardly talk to one another. Other than that, all is well. That's when President Snow decides to pop in on Katniss and tell her that she made fools of the game makers and humiliated the Capitol. Because of her indiscretions, she will have to put on a stellar performance as madly in love with Peeta to quell the unrest in the other districts. Otherwise, he'll kill her, Peeta, and Gale, and everyone they know and love. Katniss and Peeta go on their victory tour around the districts and the capital. Along the way, Peeta proposes to Katniss. We know his feelings are real, but Katniss goes through with it to keep everyone alive. Survival is still her priority. Then slimy fecal matter hits the deep stain fan, splattering everywhere and leaving Katniss, Peeta, and Haymitch to try to clean it up with their bare hands. The 75th Hunger Games has a special twist. Only previous victors will have their names in the pool. Katniss is headed back in. This time, she vows to keep Peeta alive, rather than only look out for herself. The games begin. Katniss grows up a little in this book. However, because she is still working off of a survival mentality, she does not change very much as a person. Rather, her goals change. Instead of focusing on her survival, she focuses on Peeta's, and by doing so makes friends a little more effectively, so long as they treat him well. She makes alliances and progress against the capital for his sake. Peeta is also stagnant as a character, right up until Haymitch and Katniss tick him off. He recognizes just how out of the loop he is, and so changes by standing up for himself so that he is now part of the plans. His goal is to keep Katniss alive, so he plays along with her plans to keep her appeased. His mission is to work the people, the audience, for her benefit. Haymitch plays Peeta's and Katniss's little game of trying to save the other, right up until they reconfirm to him that they're hopeless without him. So he makes his own little game, sets his own rules, and keeps them both alive. Perhaps he doesn't reach his ideal conclusion, but he gets close enough to call it a victory. Finnick is a fun character that brings life to Katniss's dull and survival-fatigued existence. However, he is still more than capable of keeping himself and others alive. His seriousness complements Katniss's. His sense of humor ensures she doesn't go too crazy too quickly. I'm sure I'd hate Joanna if I met her in real life, but as a character that's not throwing her barbs and general unpleasantness my way, she is a hoot. I call her some colorful names when she spits out unwarranted jabs, but her general demeanor amuses me. Beady and Wireless can be lumped together because while they are two separate characters that do have different personalities, they make up a duo that expand Katniss's trust. They are the two she wanted as allies first, and that makes them valuable not only to the plot, but to Katniss's character development. Catching Fire depicts a scenario where survival meets love and passion. This is similar as in The Hunger Games, but not quite the same. Rather, in this book, you see how emotion and base instinct constantly get tangled up. Because only survival has a firm foundation in her mind, whenever emotions get involved, Katniss is unsure how to interpret them. She is emotionally stunted and faces a lot of indecision because of it. While the book lays the previous theme on pretty thick, it also shows something that some either don't experience or don't pay attention to in the real world: the idea that everyone has their own agenda. Katniss has hers, Peta has his, Haymitch has his, Plutarch Heavensbee has his. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. President Snow definitely has his own. Everyone is going for something different. Even though they may be on the same side, there are still differences in what each character prioritizes. It is uncovering each of these agendas that makes the book intriguing. To get through this review, I listened to Dan Vasque's, hope I pronounced his name correctly, cover of the Song of the White Wolf. No collaboration, no sponsorship, just a good song to keep you in the moment and make it easy to work. Now, if you like this video, please leave a like. And if you think someone else would like it too, please share it and spread the word about what I'm doing here. And if you want more content, do subscribe. I have plenty of stuff on the way, including another project that is in the works. Can't give you a specific date on when that will come out, but it's out there. It's in the works. If you want more content that I've created, you can go to my website. That is ironsidesheets.com, where you can find more reviews I've done, books I've published myself, and anything else that I'm working on. Also, you can go to my Instagram and see what I do on a day-to-day basis. That is working on any given project that I have in the works, what I'm reading, and anything else that I may be doing. All right, thanks for listening and have a great day.